need to remind us we know what our commitments are, and we are going to deliver on every one of them faster, better, greater.
Mr. President, good morning. I did catering for the election for E-Day, and I haven't been paid as yet.
The desperation of the People's Progressive Party civic government, along with the new Minister of Local Government, Minister Priya Manik Chan, to get a cookie for doing good work, it's clearly backfired on them.
We're going to call out wrong when we see it. The concern I have with this overarching problem is if this young man didn't have $225,000 to fix his car in the first place, where is he finding $700, almost $800,000 to get the car back? It's almost like this was created.
Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa! Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, whoa! Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried.
We start the things, man. We're gonna let's start the things. Steve is your boy Fire Feelings back in the building, aka Mr. Let's Start the Things. Yeah, back in the building. It is the freaking weekend, baby. It's Friday, the 14th of November. And you know when it's Friday, when it's the weekend, you know, I crazy, I mad. Calm down, Fire, calm down. I'm to you, bro. I'm sorry. Anyway, welcome back to a fresh upload of a fresh update. Welcome back to the channel, guys. As you see how we started up the intro, you know we got in the menu, you know we got bubbling in the pot, and you know we bring it to you guys. It's like I always say, make sure you drop the comments on every one of the topic that we drop today for you. Also, if it's your first time over here, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and put your post notification bell on all so you'll be notified at first when we drop a new upload or when we go live. I don't know what's going on. Here we're going on now. Don't we waste no time. Let us jump into these topics that we got for you, quick and fast. Let's get this.
You could give them your heart, and I'm gonna still say that's not enough. Jah alone knows that you got it tough. He restored my soul like Lazarus and told me to live right even when man and just. Yo, this is Alabama. Your guy, this artist, representative for Talk the Things TV, where we talk the things. Yo, big up Fire Feelings, and remember, comment, like, and follow. Alabama representing, you know. Boom!
Well, viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. Today, definitely we're going to kick it off with Mohamed and the man called Infernality, the president of Guyana. So we said Mr. Infernality, the president. Yes, viewers and subscribers, now you guys know it's November. A few more days before we reach Christmas. Now, you guys can remember the PPPC government definitely said that we was getting this cash grant. One time you hear $200 a person, next time you hear $200,000 household. Back and forth and all these things. Now, I can remember when Mohamed himself see that once he get into parliament, he's going to put pressure on the government to make sure they fulfill the promise that they promised to the citizens of Guyana. Yes, now we see whereby Mr. Mohamed dropped this on his social media Facebook page, as you guys could see, whereby it says campaign, Christmas campaign promise cash grant. You understand? Countdown 42 days left for the PPPC to deliver on their promise. Now, you know this guy's a whole disturbance. Yeah, man, this guy's a whole disturbance. Now, before we even drop Mr. Ali, the president, replying to this here, so after Mohamed made that post, you don't know you just gotta go in the comment section, because it was like crazy comments I was seeing. So I picked out some specific comments that I see really make sense, and you know how it goes already, guys. This was one of the comments here whereby you could see, keep them busy, and while you're at it, start engaging the people on how you intend to fight for them in parliament on more distraction, please and thanks. That's what the man said. You understand? Second person said, They need to be reminded until they get it right. Thank you, Mr. Mohamed. Thank God for you. This next person now replied to she and say, you big and Scottish. I hope there's the right word. He has no say. You know the haters them always. This next person here is go by the name of Christian King. So Mr. Mohamed is saying, y'all gonna get it right. One thing you must never do is never promise a Guyanese something and not fulfill it. Laugh out loud. Mr. Mohamed, aka Mr. Get It Right. This next person is to say, President said he will make the announcement before the end of the year, so we will get it for Easter. Maybe trying to read between the lines of what was said. Well, this is how it is. This is how it is. This next person said, when leaders go silent, the nation starts guessing. A simple update would settle everything. Real thing. This next person said, with this two-man, Ali and Mohamed, Guyana will be brighter. I don't know what I mean. Me know what I mean. But we see whereby Mr. Ali, yes, the President Ali, was at a function whereby he reacted and replied to what Mr. Mohamed saying that, yeah, the people don't want their money. People, or should we say viewers and subscribers, take a listen to what the President said.
Say this to our detractors. You don't need to remind us about our commitment, whether it's cash grant, incentives, subsidies. You don't need to remind us. We know what our commitments are, and we are going to deliver on every one of them faster, better, greater. So find your place, stay in your lane. Don't get beside yourself. Understand what level you're boxing at. Build your repetition before you come to the heavyweight. This is not a toy or economy. This is real business.
Hey, if it's one thing I know, right? Those script what Ali they reading, they the president reading. I know I don't gamble, but I can bet 100 US. I would bet 100 US. Is not he right though? The song like the coming from Jack Dio. You don't have to remind me. We can do we things sadder. But you can't vex because Mr. Mohamed said it. Once he get in parliament, he's gonna pressure these guys. So it seems like the pressuring start. You know what I mean? And I love it. A lot of persons saying he shouldn't. But I feel like Mohamed need to do what he gotta do. You gotta pressure them. Because we really need this cash grant. Or so the people of Guyana need this cash grant. Not really me. You know what I mean? Because we could remember one of the ministers go by the name of Vikram came out and said he don't feel people should get cash grant because it's gonna spoil the Guyanese people them from working and kids going to school and so forth. But you know, it's bare fucking skullduggery when them they're talking. But viewers and subscribers, I would like you guys to leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this.
Mr. President, good morning. I did catering for the election for E-Day, and I haven't been paid as yet. Can you please talk to the person that is in charge to make the payment? I really need my money because right now I don't have any cash. My ex went to the bank. He withdrew all my money because it was a joint account, and he canceled all my card. The only money I have in one of the account is $10,000. So can you please see how early you can assist me? It's not a lot of money. I think it's like what, $300 and something. Out of that, I had to pay. I already paid persons for preparing the lunch. I paid them out of my money. Of course, people need pay. They got bills to pay. They got kids to feed. They got rent to pay. Please see how you can assist me. Thank you very much.
Well, I telling you about this cruel. This cruel. This cruel number was running this lady page. I don't know if she got money, but whether she got money or she don't got money, she's still entitled to get her pay that she done her work for. I telling you about me neither with this, but it seems like it ain't done as yet. She made a next video whereby she explained what happened, what she had to do to get your money. Viewers and subscribers, take a listen.
Good morning, guys. My TikTok live was banned because I used too much of nasty words, which is okay. I am nasty, so I use nasty words. I gotta be aggressive. If you don't be aggressive, you don't get through to these people in Guyana. However, I posted my... You guys have been looking at my live, and I'm asking down to the president for help, and nobody helped, nobody reached out. I'm asking for my own money, I can't get it. The only person that reached out to me and helped me when I was in the hospital is Ken and his wife Samantha. Thank you guys so much. You always help me. Shazam, thank you, means a lot. And David, you're the world's best friend. You're my best friend. Thank you for always helping me. Back in 2023, when I was going through my shit, David would help me with chicken and cash. He never asked for anything in return. And you know what he would say? He would say, Annie, you come collect as much chicken as you want. And when I'm sick and I don't get to go, guess what? He would hire a taxi, put that chicken in a taxi, send it to my business and ask me, do you want me to send my girls? Do you want me to send my boys to help you? You know, get better, my friend. Do you, be happy. Thank you, David. It means a lot. I love you. I love your mother. Your mother and I, we were really good friends. You know that. I miss her like crazy. And you're a gem. You are a gem, just like her. Thanks for reaching out. Thanks for helping me. You know, I said, David, I want to open my business. And you know what he did? David took out his money without even looking back. And he said, you know, Annie, you can have this. Thank you, David. I'll return the same. I will. Just give me some time. Give me some time. David gave me money. Ken gave me money. Samantha gave me money. Samantha is Ken's wife from the store in GT opposite the gas station that was blown up. They're always so nice to me when I started my business, when I don't have money, when I wanted rollover, when I wanted some credit. They would always give without even asking a question. They never one day had millions for them, and they never one day call my phone and say, you know what, Annie, we need our money. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. You will never ever know how much this means to me. You guys are the best. Not because you give me money. I won't rob you. I will never rob anybody. But thank you so much. You know, I took in and I went to the hospital, and when I tried to use my card, they came and I said, there is no money in your card. I said, yes, I have money. They said, no, Sheriff, you need to upgrade your system. The girls came and they say, their machine can't use a MasterCard. I said, can you please not bother me? I'm going to pay your money. You'll get your money before I leave. Of course, my daughter and my friend, my supervisor friend for the bank, of course, I went over and they took care of that bill for me. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, my love. Thank you, my daughter, for always standing up for mommy. Thank you, Adele. Kurt, for always being by my side and never giving up on me even when I stopped talking to you guys. Not because I wanted to, it's because I was going through my own thing and I was too ashamed to talk to anybody or for anybody to see me. I love you guys so much.
Why would I tell you? Cruel, when you got good friends, silly things set up when you got good friends. Viewers and subscribers, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this.
I think it's a great initiative. I love the fact that there's no longer an excuse. Nobody can make any excuse about littering anymore. There's a bin here, there's a bin there, there's a bin 40 feet from each other. I also love the fact that they're not just putting the bin down and just leaving it. Every single day, they're emptying the bins twice a day, in the morning and in the night. So that works well too. I really hope that Guyanese take this as
the desperation of the People's Progressive Party civic government, along with the new Minister of Local Government, Minister Mohamed, to get a cookie for doing good work, has clearly backfired on them. Because I know this People's Progressive Party civic government that has run this country for 28 out of the past 33 years didn't just today, in 2025, figured out that in central Georgetown, the capital city of Guyana, the fastest growing economy, which houses the central office for CARICOM, now they realize that they needed to put down bins in central Georgetown. And they want to make it a spectacle because now they decide to put down bins in central Georgetown. That now they have famous influencers in the one Mula, along with our by Professor Moore, basically throwing the government a cookie for doing something that is supposed to be a no-brainer. This government is so desperate to spread a narrative that they're actually doing work, when the number one issue they do not want to even hear about. They don't want to speak about that. Government of Guyana, People's Progressive Party Civic, Minister of Local Government, Ms. Priya Manik-Chan. This is something that is the responsibility of government, along with the mayor and town council, the mayor and city council. This is not, y'all didn't invent the wheel. All over the world, in less developed countries than Guyana, all over the world, in countries that are way poorer than Guyana, the people have bins on every corner. Now you guys, PPP, that have run this country from 1992 to 2015, a collective of 23 years, now back in office from 2020, to 2025, in the fastest growing economy with the highest gross domestic product earning per capita. PPP, I should be black shame to make a spectacle of this. You guys should have placed bins there back in 2010, 2005. You guys never cared about the city of Georgetown, and you've just exposed yourself. You guys just exposed yourself in your desperate attempt to garner some kind of traction or momentum or to praise yourself for doing the obvious. You men just expose your incompetence. Now imagine big influencers like Miss Mula, big influencers like Professor Moore, because I saw him too, along with a bunch of the One Guyana affiliates and cohorts and slacktivists, and some people that may just be misinformed. And when, Guyanese people get a camera pushed in their face, they try to say the politically correct thing, praising the government for a no-brainer. Man, Priya Manik-Chan, didn't you know this was supposed to be done? What was Minister Sonia Parag doing? This woman, Sonia Parag, the former Minister of Local Government, had to be some kind of a waste or a negligent person. She had to be a waste in that department. Now they took her out from there. Miss Sonia Parag, who didn't know in her 5 years in the Ministry of Local Government that we should put bins down in central Georgetown, the capital city that houses the CARICOM Secretariat. You telling me Miss Sonia Parag didn't know that? Guyanese brothers and sisters, can't you see these people are desperate? All because they know that they have this country running backwards. The people in Linden right now have been experiencing no water shortages for the past week. The people in Blueberry Hill, the people in Half Mile, the people in Block 22, all over, it's no water in the pipe. And this government, the Ministry of Local Government, so desperate to seem as if they're working and they're competent, are praising themselves for putting down bins after you've ran the country for 28 out of the past 33 years. PPP, don't you see the backwardness in this? Just imagine they continue to conform everything that we say. They are running Guyana like a third world country, like a low down country, and they're treating a large population, a large number of the population in Guyana as if they're non-Guyanese, as if they're refugees, that they have neglected the capital city, all in the name of politics, because in the past couple of years, we would have had new people that would have been in the position of mayor, Mr. Alfred Mentor and Mr. Ubrat Singh. And PPP, y'all gonna continue to do this nonsense and embarrass yourselves like this. Now y'all want praises for putting down bin in central Georgetown, in the capital city. Well, brothers and sisters in the diaspora, in the Caribbean, and by extension the United States of America, Canada, Europe, and all of these places, Guyanese brothers and sisters that are listening to me now. If it took them so long to put down bins in the capital city, imagine what is going on in the outskirts community. The outskirts community, the MNTC have been starved and marginalized just like they did Linden. If you guys, my brothers and sisters that are looking in and listening to me and would have seen this spectacle that the Ministry of Local Governments tried to make of putting bins down in central Georgetown, a no-brainer, even though they've ran the country for the past 28 years, if you guys can come to Linden now, Go to certain places in New Amsterdam. Go to certain communities, Albistown, and all of these neglected, marginalized communities, and they are many. And see what they're doing there. See if they have bins in those communities. See if the gutters are clean. See if the drains are clean. See if the cities are irrigated. Look at the people's houses as you go. Look at the roofs. See if the houses are maintained. People still got bricks on the roofs to hold on the zinc in the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. Come to Linden and you will see. People still have no fence around their yards in the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, the fastest growing economy. People still have no gates on their fence in the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. This is many people, entire communities. This government is an oppressive regime. And they are running this country selling perception. And when Transparency International came, pointed out their corruption, giving them a 38 out of 100 for corruption, they tried to say that they're running the country on perception. And Mr. President says, whose perception? But whose perception are they running this country on today? When you guys clearly heard it, they now, after running the country for 28 years, finally decided to put bins in the city of Georgetown, all in the name of politics. Because as you guys know, in the last local government, in the last election, the APNU would have given them the vote in Georgetown and they won Georgetown. This is why they finally decided to put some bins down. This is just to tell you, the PPP is a wicked government. They run the country on perception. They marginalize and oppress and subjugate whoever they think do not support them because they may have a leader that they perceive to be opposition leader, and the proof is in the pudding. So PPP, in your desperate attempt to show that you're doing work, to sell our perception and script a narrative to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, you guys have exposed yourself. You expose your corruption, your marginalization, your wickedness, your totalitarianism. Because this is what you guys do. Come to Linden. You guys have the people living through blackouts in Linden. 5 days out of the week you get them blackout for hours at a time. You have the people living with no water in the pipe. I haven't gotten water in my pipe for days. And then on the weekends, you cut off the pipe the entire weekend. How people are supposed to tidy their children, clean up their houses, and then you guys try to script these type of narratives, PPP. Just imagine, gold, diamond, emerald, topaz, whatever other precious stone. We have timber, Wallaba, Mora, Simarupa, green art, purple are the most expensive wood. We got bauxite. The people just made 214% increase in bauxite. We have the $1 trillion oil sector, PPP government. We have the agriculture sector. We got the sand quarry. We have the stone quarry, PPP government. You guys are taxing us and have been taxing us higher than 40 cents on every dollar in the public service. And only now People's Progressive Party Civic, you finally decide to do your job and put some bins in the community, PPP. And you guys are so desperate that you want to make a spectacle of that. Let the facts show, brothers and sisters, nothing has changed under this government. It's gotten harder for most people. Mothers are still fanning their children with paper because it's blackout. People still got to go to creek and springs to fetch water. People still cut and contriving on water in the land of many waters and the PPP scripting narratives. Well, I hope that you guys can see it clear and read between the lines, because Ms. Manik Chan, who was the Minister of Education, who have left multiple schools in a substandard state with toilets that are not flushing, the plumbing is garbage, and Ms. Sonia Parag, that has left the Ministry of Local Government and had no bins in the community, they have just simply swapped places to come over to other ministries to basically continue the same dysfunction of spreading narratives, speaking over the heads of Guyanese, while 45% live at the poverty line, and they continue to enrich themselves by dining on the backs of the Guyanese brothers and sisters and weaponizing our brothers and sisters wittingly or unwittingly against us.
You would like to hear something? This is why I always listen to this banner now. This banner from Eternity Enterprise Promotion. No joke. The man know what he's saying. He does form in his words, form in his actions, form in his speech, because everything what he's saying is damn God, real and truth. These people is playing a game. Now with the switching of the ministers, I don't know what's going on, because if the minister was in the local government that was taking care of the Georgetown, didn't do a good job. Then Priya Manichan, who was the Minister of Education, wasn't doing a good job on her side. Then man switch for see if Priya Manichan could do she work and she could do Priya Manichan. It was contested. I done by. This is headache. This is headache. But you guys know Georgetown is a capital city whereby it's congested with people who pick in fear, junkie, people who selling weed, drugs. They got pickpocket, snatch phone, snatch chain. All kind of people is congested in Georgetown. That's why the garbage is be so humongous. I'm telling you, it's not a decade I left Guyana, and I'm telling you, when I left Guyana, it was the same thing. Trash all over. I telling you, you don't go nowhere and see trash, you don't see shit. Somebody shit in a corner, somebody. Yo, it's nasty. But to see them pick it up now, what does it show you? Let me see. Cause them always say fast, giddy up, don't win race. Is the endurance, right? So let me see the endurance. What really them got behind this whole picture with the painting, with pre-Manichan painting. But viewers and subscribers, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this. As we continue, before we come out here, let's drop the last topic we got for you. BM Soat is in the internet again, or should we say BM Soat is being mentioned again by our next customer getting wrong deal by BM Soat. Now we see it by VPAP. Darwin Best was interviewing a young man that had some business to do with BM Soat. Viewers and subscribers, I want you guys to take a listen to this. Let's get this.
800,000 make a deposit on a car. And to find that he's now out of the car and he's out of his deposit, to me, and it should be a concern for all of us as Guyanese and all of the leaders to address this problem so this kind of issue can come to an end. I'll give Marlon an opportunity to share his understanding, and then I'll tell you what my thoughts are. Go ahead, Marlon.
Thank you, Mr. Les. Well, I took a car from BM Well, not really took. I gotta say rent because the agreement, what I signed state a higher purchase, but the purchase wasn't there, just the higher.
Which you just found out.
Which I just found out from Mr. Best. Well, the car started giving me problem, but like 2 months ago with the transmission, Mr. Best.
How long you had the car?
2 years. Which in truth,
I would have made it very clear with him, just so we can go through this, that you can't fault BM Soat for a transmission having problem after 2 years. BM Soat didn't sell the car with 2 years warranty, so it's his responsibility. I made it very clear to him before the camera came on because I wanted to make sure that I'm not here just to bash any particular person or any dealership or to try to take business out from a particular dealership. If you have had a car for 2 years and the transmission went up, it is your responsibility to fix the car. But we'll get back to that. I wanted to highlight that for a particular purpose. Go ahead.
So the transmission went bad. So due to I'm not financially stable at the moment, so I reach out to BM and say, man, this transmission giving me a problem. What can I do? They explained to me, okay, they can take a transmission for me from White Buy. I just deposit 100,000, which in the transmission is 220,000, and they will put the rest on the account
Of the
car.
So you'll pay the other 120 over a period of time.
Yes.
Here enough.
So, well, I went to White Buy, collect the transmission.
By the way, that's very considerate. They didn't have to do that.
No.
Good.
Which in I'm not bashing them. That was helpful of them. So when I went to White Buy now, collect the transmission, take it home to the mechanic, we install it because everybody know buying a used parts is a gamble because you can't test it before you.
There's no way to test the transmission on the ground.
Right.
So you have to put it in the car and know if it works.
So when we put it in the vehicle now, it continued giving problem. So I went back to BM to see how they could assist me.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, you went to BM they encouraged you to go to White Boy as a person. You made a deposit of 100,000. They agreed to put 125,000
on the account.
So you'll pay it over a period of time. Yes. Tell the viewers what happened after that.
So after obtaining the transmission from White Buy, we took it home to the mechanic to get it installed.
To your mechanic?
Yes. Because you know where you could test the transmission on the ground to know that it's working on it.
I use transmission in this case, so it's a gamble.
Yeah, unless you install it. So by when finish installing now, it still was giving problem. It keeps saying this valve black, that valve black. So I was like, this is not working out. So I took it back to BM.
The
So
transmission.
the
Well,
whole
you didn't take you got the transmission from White Boy, but he has the vehicle to the BM.
so get some further assistance. Well, when I took it there now, they say, okay, leave the vehicle. We can check it out.
Leave the car with them. They'll
Yes,
fix it.
they can check it out and let me know what's it. Now I call, couple days calling. They say, okay, the vehicle finished, but they did some work on the vehicle as well.
Some additional work.
Yes,
Not
that
the
I
transmission, other
No.
work.
when they finish now, they call me and they say, okay, well, they don't fix the transmission, it's working, and they did some body works on the car. That
You didn't ask them to do the body work.
no, I
You asked them to
just
fix the transmission,
exactly
but they went ahead and fixed.
do the body work. How was that? Okay, and they told me it's like 288,000 for the transmission work
And the body work.
and the body work, and then I gotta clear off the arrears I had to them, and plus pay a month installment before I get back to.
But if I'm understanding you correct, there's 200 and something thousand for the corrective work they did with the transmission.
Yes, sir.
There is now the arrears. Did this accumulate over the period that the transmission was
No.
down?
Yes.
So prior to that, the car was up to date.
Yes.
Like when I say up to date, you wouldn't be behind on any payment.
No. And
So what happens now is the 125 for the transmission a part of that, or that's an
that's
addition.
additional.
So there's 125, 280 something thousand plus 3 months arrear.
Yes. So everything come up to 700,000.
Now, why I brought this particular story to light, I would have told him off camera that we're not here to bash any particular dealership, but we're going to call out wrong when we see it. The concern I have with this overarching problem is if this young man didn't have 225,000 to fix his car in the first place, where is he finding 700, almost 800,000 to get the car back? It's almost like this was created to put him out of his car permanently. So I went through the contract with him, which I've gone over with you guys over and over and over. Do you understand what I explained to you?
Yes, sir.
Tell them what you understand with the contract. I want to hear from you, then I'll be able to share with the viewers.
Well, the contract states you'll be renting a vehicle. You know,
That's what you entered it, what you thought you were doing.
No. I thought, okay, I don't pay this money, I paid on this because it's gonna be mine. But technically, I renting it from them.
So let's go through this together. If you paid 800,000 on something and you've been paying 70,000 a month for 2 years, he has indicated that BM Soat gave him one or two options. This is what he said. I wasn't there. Either he pays the 800,000 and get the car back, or he loses the car completely and he gets no money back. Using your own common sense, if you would have made $2 million payment on a car, and this car to date has a value, shouldn't BM Soat be trying to deciding, okay, well, I'm going to repossess this car and I'm going to sell it to the next buyer. After the sale of this car, who do you think is supposed to get the difference? Because you are.
Tell me.
You understand what I'm saying? So this is the problem. This is why I'm saying to you, and I want you to make sure that you understand it. If the money that you were paying was actually going towards the purchase of the car, BM Soat is supposed to value this car today and say, okay, this car used to worth 3 million, but it's now worth 2.5. Right? This young man already paid 2 million, so he owes us 5. Well, he doesn't owe us 5 anymore. He owes us 8 for all the damage and the repair. So he owes 1.3. They sell the car for 2.5. What do you think happens to the difference? They're supposed to refund it to you. But none of that money is going to come back to you because none of it went towards the purchase of the car. It was all towards the rental of the car. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
Let me tell you even more. Interestingly, if you look at the contract, and I pointed out to you, BM Soat has the right to take the car from you at any time because that's a part of the rental agreement or the hire, and fix whatever they choose or they find wrong, and you have to pay them before you get the car back. That is what you sign up for.
Correct.
So you found yourself in a quandary here because this is what you signed to. The problem with that is, though, BM Soat themselves would have admitted that what they're entering into with you guys as the buyer is a hire purchase agreement, not a hire. So he's telling you as a hire, He's taking your money as it's a higher purchase. Let me correct myself. You thought you were getting into a higher purchase. You made a deposit for an higher purchase. But what you signed to was a hire. You only hired the car. So here's the next question you have to ask yourself. If you're hiring something from someone, and for 3 months you lost benefits of it because it had no transmission, so you couldn't rent it for the last 3 months or hire it for the last 3 months, why is BM Soat asking you to pay for 3 months that you weren't hiring that car? Let's use the studio. He pays $100,000 a month for the studio. That's the rent. There's a flood. The pipe broke in the ceiling and he can't get in here. Do you think the landlord is going to tell him he has to pay for the last 3 months that he was trying to fix the water damage? No. So why are you feeling, or why is BM Soat holding you accountable or responsible for paying for something that you hadn't no benefit from? You weren't driving the car for 3 months. So why are you paying $70,000 a month for a car you weren't using? If it was a higher purchase, it's something else. The installments are due. Oh, you understand the difference? Correct. If it's a loan that you're paying, but it is not a loan, what BM Soat does is they entered into a hire with you for the full amount of money, and they keep collecting that money, and at the end they say, "Oh, you done pay all the money, give you the car." That is them using their own leisure. We give you the car, but you didn't sign to that. I hope I'm not confusing you. No. So what you have found yourself in is like many others. You're never going to get the money back because none of the money went towards a down payment or towards the purchasing of the car. All of that money went towards you basically pay them to rent you the car. And at the end of it, they feel like they should give you the car because they collected all the money. And maybe I'm assuming this was done to protect them from people or make it life easier for them to get the car back. But what happens to you, the buyer? This is a man's hard-earned saving. Man's a security guard. I'm sure you probably make about $100,000 a month. Correct. So you have to eat, drink, and save from that. And now a company is just going to take it just because you haven't even defaulted. You expected them to assist you in fixing your car and making sure that whatever is outstanding is built onto the outstanding of the car. So let's use a number. You would have owed at the time $500,000. Correct me if I'm wrong. It cost them $300,000 to correct the problem. So now he owes them $8 and continue paying. Yeah. But in this case, he has to find that $8 as a one lump sum payment that he couldn't find $225, but no, you got to find $8.
Yeah, and even those misservices, they post something on their Facebook page and the TikTok accounts and stuff.
Saying what?
Even about your car. No, but if you're having difficulty paying your on your account,
I saw that.
You could come into them and they're going to
work
work a payment plan.
Did you approach them on that?
I approached them on Congress occasion and they was like, no, we can't do that. You got to find all the money at one time. Management say need all the money. So why would you post something and leading the public astray and you're not doing the upkeeping to your words?
The problem you have or you're facing is a problem many Guyanese face. And I'm sure that's why you reach out to me, because you've seen me speaking about it over and over. I am hoping, and maybe you can use the opportunity to call on the same government you voted for to work along, even with VPAC in this case, to have this issue addressed. Because this is unfair for young people like yourself who have worked hard. This is your only car. This is your savings. And for you now to lose it because you really honestly reached out to the dealership thinking they were going to help. Yeah. Which turned out to be a bigger problem. Please, go ahead. In closing, what would you like to say?
Well, I just hope that the government could work along with Mr. Best, because
Well, you don't have to work with me. You need to
work along with
address the problem.
the country to get this problem resolved, because it's very unfair to poor people and people in general, not just poor people.
Correct.
We need to see more to be done for the people.
You travel from Kurukuru to come here, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell them how you genuinely feel. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Well, this is your opportunity to reach to the public and ask them to reshare this video.
I can share the video because I was bugging Mr. Best for a very long time and take time off his busy schedule to actually be here with me to do this interview. And I thank you, Mr. Best, for your time. And I definitely know that they ain't gonna give me the vehicle back, but we could.
We can't. So the problem that this guy has, and it hurts me to even have to have this conversation again. But if you're saying you had the car 2 years ago, this is probably wrong when I started talking, so you would have already entered into this agreement. BM Soat is fully aware. They would have admitted on the show that he had, I think, with Doggy, that they're entering into this agreement as a hire purchase. When you go through the agreement, it is clear it's not an hire purchase agreement. It is an hire. They turn it into a purchase where they use their discretion and give you the car at the end of it. And I think it's unfair for someone to have paid over 2 years, over $70,000 a month after, which is, you said, $1.2 million, before that making a $800,000 deposit, which tells me you're at $2 million. What was the overall value of the car?
The overall value was 4.1.
So you have 50%. The transmission went up. You reached out to them for help. Are you going to lose the car? I mean, asking someone to pay that didn't have $200,000 to pay, but now they find $750,000. How much you said?
Roughly $750.
$750,000 that couldn't find $100 is basically telling the guy you just lost your car. That's basically what they told you, right? And joining forces with him and every other guy that would have suffered under this practice, I am calling on the government to intervene. It is clear that the Hire Purchase Act is not being followed. It was manipulated to take advantage of our citizens. Please look into this issue. There's only so much we can do.
Yes, sir.
If there's anything else you want to say, proceed, and we end it in here.
No, I just want to take this time to thank you and the members of the studio for accompanying me.
No problem.
Thank you very much, sir.
Don't come back with the TV.
Well, I'm telling you, boy, sometimes when I listen to BM Soat stories from their customer, me head, I suddenly get a instant headache, migraine headache, as I just want to know if the people them is going to buy a vehicle from BM Soat stupidity. You understand? Because listening, he couldn't read between the lines with all of this. And the second thing, why it is people still doing business with BM Soat. We know BM Soat is a big company when it comes to car in Guyana, but cheese is what a type of people them is use this strategy on for stress them out, because they got people who do business with them never go through this, but they got people who's go through these situations. So I just want to like them is target a specific kind of people or person. I don't understand. For viewers and subscribers, you leave your comments in the comment section. There's one thing, me encouraging nobody for buy a car from BM Soat. I don't care. Now me. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this. Anyway, this is probably going to pull the curtains down. It was a pleasure being here with you guys. Like I said, if you watched the content so far, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, put your post notification bell on. Let me know what time you're watching this upload. And I want you to run up the likes on it. The more you like up the video, it goes out more to more people, reach to more persons out there. So like up the video. Let me get like 200 likes on this upload here. So remember, if you watch the content so far, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and put your post notification bell on all so you'll be notified when we drop a new upload or we go live first. Boy, for your feelings, do have a blessed weekend. Like I said, we out here, so until next time. Peace and love. See you guys.